Ooh, okay. Alright, we are on our way over to face Kellogg. I did put on some combat armor in the last episode. Yeah, I think the last episode we ended over at Needle.
Alert. Critical signs. Alert. Critical signs. Tracking known mercenary.
What have we here?
Exercise extreme caution. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
Just tell me where Kellogg went. Tin can.
Identity of assailant. Kellogg.
Where are you? Oh.
What have we here?
Error. System
What happened here?
Error. Operator deceased. Threat level Omega. He killed us.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not...
Another one of his stogies. What do you think, boy? Huh? Is this our man?
Yeah, seems like Piper's doing pretty good with that little Tommy gun.
Is this the place? Huh? Is he in here, boy?
This is it, isn't it? Kellogg's here. Alright, Blue. It's you and me. I think Dad needs her in some time.
Oh yeah, forgot these guys usually have 5.56. And I think I want them. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I also started kind of a new Fallout New Vegas. Not 100% sure if I'm gonna record it or not. The gameplay is kinda, I forgot how outdated it was. It is still a fun game. But I'm not sure. Because the only way I could get it was on.
Movement detected. Curious.
My order of the Institute must be destroyed. Where did you go?
Is that you?
The only way I could actually get it was through the PS Now. Which you can't do any of the DLC and mods. You're not able to do them as well, which kind of
Still
in one piece.
to me, disabling the mods kind of takes away from what I was hoping to do, because I have seen quite a few really fun looking mods for it. Yeah, I've seen those are the mods that I've seen are also on.
Anything, could they?
Those mods were also on like PC and probably some Xbox. Because it seems like they. They have fewer restrictions on the mods that they're able to do.
I wonder if this is normal for other journalists.
But yeah, I know I've seen quite a few YouTube videos that they have let's come on, like more updated guns. The detail of the guns were quite a bit better. Had a whole lot more weapons, but I'm sure for that you probably needed for one you probably needed PC for those mods. Which I'm just playing on PS4. Alright, Kate.
Going up.
But yeah, without being able to put in any of the mods,
Going up.
I'm sure they have more immersive graphics mods. Ooh, I'm almost out of ammo too.
Is someone present?
Blue, we're not alone.
Actually, just
I just want to talk. Going to waste otherwise.
But I know I've seen mods for like better graphics.
Yeah, if it isn't my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler.
Which is what I was really looking forward to.
Sorry, your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave.
Granted, the storyline is still really good, so I might make a video of it. Although I did kind of use one of the
Never
glitches.
expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City.
The one where you
After
kill
that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Ringo, go over, talk to the powder ganger, and
Where'd they go?
then you kill the powder ganger, and then you you bribe, or you talk the general store
You're pissed off.
owner.
I get it, I do.
You talk him
Whatever you hope to
into
accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
giving you supplies, and for winning that speech, I believe you get like 33 or 30 something experience points.
Security's too tight.
Okay. Well, you keep doing that again and again and again. And you finally get up to the max level, which is 30 in that game.
Sensor anomaly detected.
What was that?
Sustained.
So it's not a very high level, but
Secure facility.
You got a line on him?
Systems offline.
You got guts and determination. It's admirable. You are in over your head in ways
But that way, you also get a whole lot of, he gives you a lot of
It's
leather
not
armor
too late.
as well.
Stop.
So you can, turn around, sell that to him.
You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that.
So it is a way to get a whole lot of money as well. That way it makes, if I do a video, it makes the playthrough a little bit easier. But again, without the mods, I think that they do have a lot better weapons there. I do like the more realistic guns in these games. Versus,
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk.
versus these kind of just random guns that aren't necessarily realistic. They are realistic enough, but they're not based on any specific gun that already exists. The Fallout, it's got the assault rifle, which actually looks like a military assault rifle. It's got a regular 9mm. I think their 9mm actually looks more like a 1911. I just kind of wish that they would redo it so that you can customize them like you can in this game, and maybe give it a little bit better graphics, and kind of update it a little bit.
And there she is, the most resilient woman. So, here we are. Funny, huh?
You murdering, kidnapping psychopath. Give me my son. Give me Sean, now!
Right to it then, huh? Okay. Fine. Your son, Sean. Great kid. A little older than you may have expected. But I'm guessing you figured that out by now. But if you're hoping for a happy reunion, ain't gonna happen. Your boy's not here.
Then you're gonna take me to him. Right now.
Take you to him. Like I could, even if I wanted to. Don't you get it? Your son. He's in a place nobody can reach. Sean's safe. At home. In the Institute.
So where is it, huh? This institute? How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet, it's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside. Not until it jumps out at you. But I think we've been talking long enough. Goodbye.
Oh, I'm ready. Question is, are you? All this tech. You were barely human.
I might keep that. I might use that instead of, you know, that cybernetic enhancement I thought that there was a place that you could go to have this infused, but I think I'm actually thinking of one of the DLCs for New Vegas, where you go to watch that movie theater and you get taken over to fight those like crazy people and kill those robots. So I think that I'm just confusing the two. That one will break down. Yeah.
What'd they use you for? I think someone was using this as a trash can.
Alright. So we are going to be using we're gonna probably be friends with the railroad, and then we're gonna
Going up.
also be working for the Institute. If we have to pick one, I'm going to pick the Institute. Because I have never fulfilled the Institute.
Roof access.
I've always killed them. So that'll be a new experience.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions
See,
are peaceful.
I have done their
We
playthrough.
are the Brotherhood
But
of Steel.
I really did not. I didn't really like playing for them. I did use those guys to attack the Institute once. I believe that was like my first playthrough of the game. But since Nick actually helped quite a bit, and he actually seems like he cares, that's why I kind of favor the synths a little bit. At least the ones that are trying to be free. Let's see, I'm gonna
Got some great stuff, if you're interested.
Let's see what you have.
Everything
I do need more
ham-
ammo. Let's see. 5.56. That's all you got. Alright. Bye.
You again. All right, got plenty of supplies.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Just don't call it junk.
Okay, it's junk. You don't have what I need. I will take you 44s.
I always was a little jealous of folks who could craft something other than a paragraph.
Hey, you in the paper, right?
I'm gonna keep this.
You're 200 years old.
This one.
Pretty good for your age, huh?
I might give that one to Piper. And I think I'm gonna probably use
Don't
that
be
one.
caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
Swatter. Who needs a swatter?
Diamond City surplus. Everything
So I
you
need
need.
gun level 2 for that. Yeah, I pretty much need gun level 2 for most of this.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for sale.
Okay, so that one needs gun 4.
Protection for sale. Hand-tooled pieces.
Hey, give me a minute. Excuse me, got a moment?
So I
Tell
need
me,
rifleman
are you
and gun
worried
nut.
about the possible infiltration of Diamond City's ruling elite by synths?
Oh,
Shop in
or,
Safety. No synths allowed at the surplus.
Oh,
Commando 4, gun nut 4.
thanks. I guess.
We got small arms, long arms, ammunition.
Yeah, so I need gun nut for most of them. No, it's still quite a bit better.
The hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
Buy a swatter.
There we go.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Hey, you see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
Oh, there you are, Piper.
Hey,
Point the way.
Let's see. I'm gonna give you that one. And Tim Mel.
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes, clip sizes, barrels.
hey, Valentine.
Where's your son? What happened?
You were right, Nick. Kellogg took my baby. That wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm
You
sorry.
were there.
Truly.
Don't act all
That
freaking
makes
surprised.
things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there. But to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
You were there. You seen me kill him.
And like that would have had access. In and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talked.
Sure. He's dead, Nick.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we
Why
didn't
are
still
you
have
sounding
the
so
biggest mystery
surprised?
in the
You were
Commonwealth to solve.
right there. You were 2 feet away.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth.
I have to go to the memory den.
Right? It's you and me, Nick.
Let's get going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if you need me.
Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, we'll just stick with the Minutemen.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want, especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
You said something about the Railroad?
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive, ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor, a code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
I should get going.
All right.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
Let's trade.
This is what I've got.
Okay, what am I gonna give? Let's see. Her keeps that. There we go. Yeah, get over here.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do. Looking for something?
Yeah, you need something a little bit better than that pipe pistol. Spray and pray. There we go. Yeah, and this playthrough
Maybe
I am going to be
constantly
doing.
trying to
Good
kill
people
us,
do
but
crazy things
the
when they're
Commonwealth
scared.
never lacks for excitement.
Ought to be Diamond City's motto.
Yeah, like I said, this playthrough I am going to be doing a whole lot more fast traveling. That way, hopefully, it won't be quite as boring and as much running around from place to place, getting sidetracked and all that fun shit.
Well. It's the detective. Tracking down another wayward husband to his mistress?
Why? Someone stand you up?
You trying that, what do you call it? Evasive language on me? And who are you, huh? Valentine's new dick in training?
We're hiring, but I don't think you'd measure up.
Don't be like that.
Oh,
You just
damn.
got the look of someone who's in the market for a little insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Nick,
What?
Valentine makes
Why didn't you like that?
town,
What the?
and you're hassling his friend here with that extortion crap? Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let her go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of the community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Okay, let's go see how much.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Let's get you outfitted, killer.
Let's see. It'd be about the same as that Beowulf assault rifle. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. I will take that. I will take them. I'll take them. And them. And looks like all you got. Council. Alright.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Yeah, that's the only bad part about these is you can't. You can't really do a whole lot. When it comes to How do you spell that? Let me look it up real quick. There.
Wow, hey, there. Been a long time. How you holding up?
I hope you're fine.
Doing all right. It's hard without Gwen.
Okay, it is a semi-automatic. So I'm gonna replace that one with that.
Looks like we got another free.
And for those of you that don't know what the Beowulf 50 is, it's pretty much like it, a 50 caliber set on an AR style platform.
But I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line.
See, that's what I like about Nick. He just doesn't give a shit about himself. He just wants to help somebody.
Like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Oh, fine, you want that one? Okay, fine, I'll sit in this one. I didn't know we had assigned seating.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few
You are
beatings.
experiencing these memories as Kellogg.
I never knew what happened to
This
her
may
after I
prove
left.
disorienting at first.
I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules.
Oh, I kind of missed the
Really?
NCR.
I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke. What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now.
I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. He's not old enough. He's wearing a fucking one-piece fucking...
You're a good boy. And all that on the radio.
Little footy pajamas.
The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after.
Look at him,
that you
he's
really
a hipster.
understand.
He's a hipster,
That's
he's
what
got...
happiness felt like.
He's got a fat flap on his back pockets.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. No, it's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs.
I found another memory to try.
And you
I'll connect you.
weren't there to help them.
The motherfuckers are some cold-hearted motherfuckers.
I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. So.
See, and I was hoping to hear the story about how he got that scar on his face.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
So?
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. You're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
You guys see that cigarette
We're
sticking
running
out of his
radio.
gun?
There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
All computers are still working.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth.
Oh, okay, yep.
If they need... I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends.
Okay, so...
Too bad he left alive.
So, he just said the old man didn't want any of the other ones intact. He didn't want to refreeze them. He wanted everybody else dead. So I'm assuming that he is talking about the guy who calls himself Father. That's why I don't think that Sean, or I don't think that is Sean.
One person he shouldn't have.
That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we'll back up.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son?
Wasn't my idea to
appears to be
settle
a very
down with the
recent
kid
memory.
in the middle of Diamond City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Alright, let's Matrix the fuck out of here.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I have this burning feeling inside my skull. It's like it's on fire.
That's not surprising. All the synapses in your brain have just been pulled apart, connected to someone else, and then pulled back together. I injected you with a large stim pack while I was pulling you out. That should ease things. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
It wasn't all his fault. I can't blame him for everything that happened.
If I were a priest, I would say forgiveness is a good thing. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist, Kellogg, was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation and the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I've got one of them.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg. Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
Guess that's for you to wonder and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Alright. Well, I am going to head back to Sanctuary, get my power armor. I'm probably going to upgrade it. I might do a little bit of side quests so I can level up a little bit more. Or I might just run around and get into random fights. So I will see you guys next episode.